What's up, people? It is Wednesday, and I'm jumping in with some more inspiration. I've been getting really great downloads and having really amazing conversations, and I wanted to talk about the topic of true reflection. There was an incident last night in my home. I rent a room to a lovely local girl who lives in West Palm, and I heard a whisper in the hallway late at night last night, like Gabby, and I was like, I wonder if that's her. And I went out in the hallway, and she looked terrified, and she was standing on her tippy toes in the hallway, and I was like, what's the matter? And she's like, Gabby, there's a really, really large bug in my room. And I was like, it's okay. I got you. So it's palmetto season here in West Palm Beach. It's been raining a lot. And when it rains a lot, all the bugs come inside. So I go in the room with the shoe, I find the bug, I kill the bug, I remove the bug, and she's standing there in gratitude and still a little bit terrified. And she says to me, oh my God, you're such a strong woman, right? You're such a strong woman, is what she says to me. Now, if this were a few years ago, a compliment like that or a reflection like that of who I actually am would have bounced right off of me. It was something that I couldn't see in myself, right? When I looked at my own reflection, it was like looking in a funhouse mirror. Everything was distorted. All I could see was all the things about myself that I didn't like, all the areas where I was broken, where I was unhealed, all the comparison to all the external things, how I wasn't as successful as some people, how I wasn't as beautiful as some people. And it was like fog on the glass. It was like dirt on the mirror to actually seeing my true reflection of my own strengths, of my own gifts, of my own courage, of my own brilliance. I really couldn't see it. And over the years, I would get all these compliments. I would get testimonials from all these classes I was teaching. I would hear all this positive feedback. You're an inspiration. You're a leader. You're someone we look up to. And it just wouldn't stick. It just couldn't stick. I have gone through a massive transformation around this over the last couple of years. And it's been the most profound transformation of my life because it allows me to stand in who I actually am. We talk a lot about authenticity. Like you hear on every podcast and in every blog post and book, this idea of authenticity, right? And in authenticity, like we really need to hone in on who we actually are, you know? What is our actual value? There's our inherent worth, and there's all these imperfections and these, defects that are just part of who we are. But then there's also this incredible beauty and this incredible brilliance that we need to own. I have been working on this. I have been working on finding a way to refine this message so that I can communicate it to you, so that you can hear what I'm saying and that you can embrace it in your own life, so that you can feel stronger, so that you can feel more appreciation for yourself. I'm going to tell you another story. So, I've been working with this mentor, and as part of this mentorship, I am learning how to come to my core message as a speaker. I've given 47 talks over the last 17 years from here to California and back again. Actually, from here to Italy and back again. And I'm really trying to hone in on what is the core message. And so we had a call this week. And in the call, I was going through my timeline of different things that have happened to me, everything from traumas to accomplishments. And we got to the part where I told my mentor about writing my book. And immediately I filled up with emotion and my eyes filled up with tears and I started to cry. And I said, when I finished my book, it was the first time that I could see what people had been saying about me. When I wrote my life story on the page and I saw the patterns, the ways that I had continued to persevere, the obstacles I had overcome, the challenges that I faced in a fearless way, when I saw all of that on the page, for the first time I went, oh, oh, this is what people mean when they say you're a strong woman. Oh. And as I'm telling him this, I'm like weeping and crying on the call. And I'm like, this is the journey that is so meaningful to me when I am able to help people go through that experience as well. When I'm able to help them go from that funhouse reflection to a true reflection. And there's so much that happens in that transformation. There's cleaning off the mirror, there's practices of forgiveness, there's releasing the trauma, there's cleaning up the psychological space, there's the affirmations of self, there's the life reflection that you have to do to see all the patterns of your life. There's that embracing of who you really are. There's that Marianne Williamson quote that, we're more afraid of our light than we are of our darkness. I think all of this is true. And I think this journey is one of the most powerful, most meaningful journeys that gets you grounded in your body. The only place that you can have true well being is in the present moment. Well being is our natural state, but it is only our natural state in the present moment. If you are still ruminating about the past, if you are still future tripping, you're not going to be able to access that present moment well being that is the foundation for all the good feelings that you're seeking in your life. Almost everything that you're doing in your life, you're doing because you want to feel better. I had a coaching call with a client who said, "Oh my God, Gabby, I had a day off. And instead of going to do yoga, and instead of going to do self care, I ate fried food and I went to the movies and I feel really bad about myself." And I was like, don't feel bad about yourself. Everything you're doing to feel better. Obviously, those things bring you comfort. You're seeking comfort. And I said to her, you have really great self awareness. Are you ready to embrace in activities and practices that will give you that same level of comfort, but that may not be as destructive or distracting, right? And she's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm really ready to embrace those things that bring me into the present, that allow me to digest and process all the feelings, clean up all the things, get them out of the way, and let me have this consistent contentment, right? And I think once we get in that consistent contentment, we can really see the possibilities for who we are. I'm so inspired by this topic, and I'm so grateful that I get to take people through this experience, from those distorted self-perceptions, those self-limiting beliefs, to the the shine, the light that is inside all of us that just needs to come out so that we can have more impact, have more positive influence on the world around us. So this is what's coursing through my veins on this Wednesday morning, and I'm so glad that you stopped by for a little bit to join me. I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday. See you again soon.